LifeServe Pharmacy is a healthcare provider for genuine medicine. Our main branch is located at Rubis Toll Station, Sabaki, Athi River on Mombasa Road. Our top value is convenient healthcare and dispensing quality prescriptions at the best value proposition. Our main attention spans around providing quality medicine and excellent services to our customers. We're giving 10% discounts on all supplements, hypertension, and diabetic drugs. We also believe you shouldn't pay too much to stay healthy, and that's why we'll match any advertised price on prescriptions and medicines. LifeServe Pharmacy is a healthcare provider with a human touch.
Welcome to Let's Talk right here on Ebru TV. It is Wednesday, and you know what? The hashtag is Wellness Wednesday. How have you been? This is the last day of the month, but at the first day of the week for us here on Ebru TV. We have missed you. I have gone to church on Sunday. I went to church yesterday on Tuesday. Ooh, I feel like preaching. And you know what? I'm going to preach for the next few seconds. You know what? The devil cannot foretell your future. He only knows what happens in the past, what happened in the past, and what is happening at the moment. But he does not know what God is going to bless you with unless you talk in English. That's why today I want to encourage you to be baptized in the Holy Spirit so that you speak in tongues, you sing in tongues, and you think in tongues. That way, hata haribu biashara zako, okay? And you know what? I want to encourage you today. If you are addicted to social media, this is the show for you. You know what? Everything ukifanya in too much of anything is poisonous. So today we want to tell you why you need to take a social media break. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. But first, let us know your favorite social media platform. Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it YouTube? You let us know. But first, follow us on our social media platform everywhere at Ebru TV Kenya, except Facebook at Ebru TV KE. And remember, our SAP number is right here on the screen. My name is Lily Asigo. Welcome to the show.
Yes, welcome to the show. I am so excited to be back. I was gone last week, and now it seems as if now like Katomi has followed me. So if you're there wondering, Katomi ako wapi, she's feeling unwell, unfortunately. So you can go ahead and send us messages letting her to get well soon and making sure that, you know, she's okay. But don't worry, her seat has been filled in very capable hands and a very capable body with a very capable mouth, because Nash is over here ready to hold it down for her. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be good, you know? It's going to be amazing. And let me tell you guys, as you're also going to church and everything and making sure that your spiritual well-being is well, make sure your taxes are good as well. Because today is the last day you can file your KRA tax returns. And if you're like me, who's doing it last minute, I had to sweet talk somebody to go ahead and do it for me right now as we're speaking. He's there busy watching the show and filing my tax returns for me. Aki, please don't be the ones over there afterwards and then now you have to pay a fine to I don't know what's going to happen. Go and file your tax returns. You can even multitask because you're watching the show, you're there busy filing, because when the government comes after you, it ain't going to be cute, okay? And we don't want to be crying over there on social media or Mosh style saying it to help me out for money and everything, all right? So make sure you go ahead and do that and enjoy the show. Interact with us. Super excited for today. It's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli.
Oh, wow. You clearly had introduced me even before I spoke. Well, it's such an amazing day. And yes, please file your tax. Today at my other workplace, we've had an experience of KRA coming in, and they're not coming in a very good way. So don't don't be a typical Kenyan. As you all know, we are more of last-minute people. But then again, today is such an exciting day for me and my family. Allow me to say this. Yes. So my mother was handing over today because she's been a teacher for the last 27 years, and today was her last day in office. And we are grateful. I am happy. I am just over the moon. But well, we are here, and we are ready for you with exciting, and keeping you posted on what is happening out here in our social life. Karibuni sana. My name is Nashipai Enesamo, and thank you. Or you can call me Nash. It's easier that way. Yeah. And thank you for having me again.
Yes, I hope you'll now start sending your mom some M-Pesa every month without fail.
Yes.
Today's topics are so hot. Ayuma.
Cha, let me tell you, if you're watching right now, come closer to the screen. Just come closer because the topics that we have today are insane, okay? We are keeping up with the wives of Syokimau, and as Edgar Obari would like to say, the witches of Syokimau, because let me tell you, between Amira and Amber, people are accusing each other of witchcraft and everything. It is insanity that's going on over there. We also have Huda Monroe that says that the Kenyan passport is useless. Useless kabisa. Huh? The most useless one. Huh? And to even need a visa to go to hell. So we're going to get into that story a little bit later. And then Kaminegoro is calling out all the ladies who are being cheap and have really embarrassed themselves in Naivasha during the WRC championships and everything. The ones who went over there in a Subaru and had to find their way back home. You had to walk back home, so whichever means of transportation, it wasn't the same as when they first went over there. Let's get right into it. It's time for Hot Talk. We are starting out with the real wives of Syokimau, keeping up with the wives of Syokimau. And I am talking about Amber Ray and Amira. Now, let me tell you how this all drama started out, okay? First of all, it started with Amber Ray letting everybody know on social media that she is planning on moving. She's no longer going to be in Syokimau. I'm going to upgrade. Things are better. But the reason why she was saying that is that things are not safe. It's no longer safe for her to be in Syokimau. So she's going to leave her home to her mother. So when people were trying to figure out, okay, it's not safe for you, so now you're going to go leave it to your mother. Okay, sawa. We don't understand how it's unsafe for you, but it's safe enough for your mom. But we're just like, it's okay, Nisawa too. Amira was there in Tanzania. She was in Tanzania for business. So according to Amber Ray, she came back with just more than clothes to sell. She also came back with some juju. All the way from Tanzania. She decided to come with some juju over there. And there's a video that is circulating all over social media of Amber Ray's live and as well as Amira's live, where you can see there is a dead bird that has been left outside of Amber Ray's home, okay? The dead bird is there, and this is actually now the means of a juju, of a witchcraft that is there being put on Amber Ray's home. And like the good husband that Jamal is, he had to investigate and find out what is going on. Why are you trying to bewitch my second wife? So he went and called Amira outside. Come, 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 my darling wife. Come and see this dead bird. Why are you trying to use witchcraft on my wife? I'm telling you, let's just look at the video and then I'll explain exactly what's going on.
Zala sana mimi. Tumeniita niko natembea na zangu. Wallahi natembea hapa. Ananiita bila mwanamke wake. Atiipaka ndege kama ni nini? Shetani huyu mwanamke. Na nyama sasa anajistiri juu huyu mwanaume alafu anakuja kuniita mbele wake. Wabia toke nje kani mwanamke. Nimekustiri sana jamani. Nimekustiri. Nimediliki. Zidia. Ati umekuja kuweka ndege mbele. Mimi natembea kama vitu kama hizi. Angalia mwanamke anatembea uchi.
Amira ananikasirisha wewe, Amira wewe. Wewe shika wewe msichana. Wewe shika wewe msichana.
Ameni disrespect lakini mimi na Jamal.
You don't have wewe, hebu achana na hivi hata wewe.
Tulia Jamal. Me I blame Jamal. Not her.
Jamal mwenyewe ndio hapa. Alafu
Jamal ndio ameleta hii situation yote. Jamal is the one who brought all this situation.
alafu ameweka kila mwingine. Angewa vizuri hata angeweka vizuri.
Basi anakuja kwangu kufanya nini? Niko kwangu mimi na silali leo hii. Wametaka show wapi? Wametaka show wapi? Kama kuna mtu akona namba ya watu wa TV wakuja Syokimau leo. Nonsense. Kieleweke.
Wametaka show basi wapewe.
Mimi siwezi ati nakaa hapa ati natumia na hustle kupata pesa yangu.
Ndio huyo.
Ndio mimi maniko mke mwenza.
Ni sawa.
Ni sawa, sitoki. Atupigani.
Sawa.
Ana vile wanajificha.
Mbona mnajificha?
Mamboch.
Mbona mnajificha? Mbona wanajificha nini?
Mnajificha nini? Simjitokeze.
Tukianza yetu mnatoka nyinyi wote.
Nonsense. Hata sasa wamejipanga leo wamekuja kikundi watu watano. Naambia ni vita mnataka tumekuja. Nonsense.
Was a ghetto hot mess. And both sides were there busy to conniving each other. We had Amira over there who found her voice. You can just hear her very nicely over there calling Amber Ray some not so nice words, alluding to her being a loose woman. Me, I'm using a better word than what she was using over there. As they come out in mwanamke sutoke injured, like, you know, let's fight and everything or talk about this whole situation. Of course, we had Amber Ray that was there busy body shaming Amira, talking about her looks, talking about how certain things are sagging, certain things haven't been washed. Let me tell you, they literally went low. Below the belts, that's exactly how low they went. And the whole time I was watching this video, I was just like, where is Jamal?
Yeah.
He started out this whole confrontation and everything. He's the one who called Amira to Amber Ray's side over there to go talk about the whole situation about using witchcraft to the dead bird. And then afterwards, you just seen he's disappeared. Now you just see the two women over there fighting as Amber Ray is over there twerking in front of her car saying that they're going to give them a show, giving us a show and everything. And girls, she really did give us a show. But there seems to be another angle that's being brought out over here, especially on Edgar Barra's stories, where it seems as if it was Amber Ray that planted the bird to cause this whole drama to happen in the first place. We all know Amber Ray has been accused of doing witchcraft before, when those pictures of her and Makuku over there in a white gown and everything. So she's not new to this accusation. So I think maybe she chose, you know, one of the few things that she's done before and decided to put it over there and claim that Amira was the one that placed it. That's what I believe. I honestly believe so. Amira just seems like a woman who is heartbroken, you know, like a wife who is just so shocked that her husband can disrespect her to this amount, and also not only disrespect her, but him and his not side chick, by the way, second wife, can come together to disrespect her in such a crazy, humiliating way. I feel so sorry for Amira, and I'm glad that she was actually able to voice her side, because she just always seems like the long-suffering first wife that isn't able to talk about the situation. The only problem is right now she's the one who's looking a bit crazy, because it seemed as if she was the one who was antagonizing the situation, when she was the one who was telling Amber Ray to come outside, they have that conversation with each other, and the one who was calling her a lot of not so nice names. Let me tell you, when it comes to this situation, I don't know who to believe. I don't know who I think is on the right, but I know Jamal needs to get his house in order. You cannot have your wives out here in the streets. The neighbors are there looking, people are recording, and now we're just watching the demise of your family home and your family and everything. And you're just there chilling, just watching your wives fight each other and nothing, not even trying to stop them. I'm disappointed in Jamal.
If you're still watching this show, I have this question for you. If you're a first wife, do you see anything to smile about in that video? If you're a second wife, is there anything to smile about really? I could tell from watching the video that where Amira was standing, she was surrounded by her fellow wives. Okay? They looked like mature women just surrounding her and asking her, do you want us to go and beat her up? Umeshindwa kumchapa, like something. Okay, that's toxic. We're not encouraging that. But you could tell that she's surrounded by people who can advise her. Yeah. Okay? And then when you look at Amber Ray's side, she was surrounded by young girls and young friends. When you get married, who do you surround yourself with? Do you surround yourself with married women like yourself? Do you surround yourself with single chicks, single friends? Or do you mix them up? What do you do? Let us know on 0770 729 366, our WhatsApp number. But hey, this whole drama. Do you know, last night I was just like this. I want to sleep, but the drama is still unfolding. It's unfolding. I'm just like, hey, unafikiri imeisha? Oops, another one goes live. No. What I don't get is like matusi. Matusi upeleka mtu wapi? Uniambie mimi niko mlose, sijui nanuka, sijui nafanya nini. And then 5 minutes after that, then what? You know, haisaidi. For me, I feel like Jamal should put his house in order. Like, talk to your first wife, come and talk to your second wife. Hatuwezi disrespectiana hivi. And then, why do you go live? So that, you know me, I have my own life, by the way. If you go live and shoot someone, go live and remove your clothes, go live and do whatever. It is none of my business. I have my life. I will continue with my life after watching that live. Yeah. What about you? What are you going to do after that live? You've disrespected the first wife, making your husband look bad in public. Like, none of them is even respecting him. I'm sure he was just trying to call them uko chini ya maji.
He doesn't
Like,
respect
he
himself.
doesn't respect himself.
He doesn't respect himself to
you know,
start with,
and
because
it's unfair.
You know what, when it comes to family, and I'm speaking from a point of, I'm Maasai, and I've seen polygamous families, and I've seen families growing up so well to an extent that these kids who are adults now, they can't even tell you, this is my mother or this is my stepmother, because they all grew up as a family setup. So Mr. Jamal, if he really wants to have 2 wives or 3 wives or 5 wives, according to how he's allowed to have, then there's a way, kuna mikakati, there's a way you go about it. And the fact that this second wife comes in and disrespects the first wife tells you a lot about the information that she's been fed by this man. And I think you've all talked really so much about these women and how they should behave and the extent they went and how wrong it was. But my heart is bleeding for the children. For the children who are in this family. And you know what? Social media, kids have access to social media now. These things are out there. Now, even when you go to Google and everything is trending. And these kids are in schools. They have friends. They have enemies in the schools as well as kids. They have kids who are bullying them in school. Why don't we just be adults enough to protect our children from such shame? Because that is very shameful, to be honest. Amber has a son, right? And you know, maybe she might bash me or whatever and says that, oh, this station want to teach me how to raise my child. No, we don't have an issue on how you want to raise your child. That's your child and it's your problem. But my concern is, and the internet does not forget, it will always be there. It will always be there. Your children are being embarrassed. You're putting them to shame. I believe the first wife also has children. So it's the same thing. And for me, that's my concern. And it's my concern because they are parents. Can people just sort out their drama? Uko in the bedroom and, you know, figure things out before putting it in the public. Fine, you might want clout. You might do this for you to build a brand or for you to be the president of the second wives and all that. But at the end of the day, it's not right. And there are second wives who are out here now. They are going to be put into that box of every second wife is a bad person. No, it doesn't work like that. And people have multiple, or rather second and third wives for certain reasons, but not for what Jamal is doing, to be honest.
And you know, for Amira's kids, this is the first time this thing is happening.
Yes.
So they're probably confused. As for Amber, this is the second time she's having this problem with first wives. She was married before. She had a problem with the first wife of that home. And it was just crazy. It was ugly everywhere on social media. Now this is the second time. My heart is bleeding for the son.
Amber
How
has
do you
no
think
shame.
he's gonna
That's the
take care?
thing.
How do you
Amber
think he's
has no
gonna
shame.
deal with women in future?
Yeah, she does.
And then I have another thing.
Yeah.
I was just asking myself, Jamal went on an interview and he just spilled the beans. He talked about everything, every detail, and he did not mention about his wife being a sorcerer. Kumroga-roga, sijui manini. Niwaulize, munaona nini li happen hapa? If this is what Jamal was going through with the first wife, angekuja by surprise, he would have been like, wacha hizi maneno zako, umezoea kufanya hizi maneno zako, na. What's new kwa hii story yote? Ni nini common denominator kwa hii story yote? Like, I'm so confused. I don't know. There's some things which you go through with your wife that makes you even want to marry a second wife, and then you leave this first wife. So if your first wife is very, very bad, utamuacha when the second wife. But for some reason, when a man does not leave the first wife for you, Amko level the same.
But
and
he
you'll
would
never
never.
be on the
He
same
would never
level.
leave.
But
He'll just embarrass her all over social
yes, but you
media
see, for
and
me,
TV
for me,
and
I normally say, if a second wife comes into my marriage, now I'm using myself as an example, and disrespects me, nimekubali, nimesema, okay, sawa, hiyo ujinga yenyu endelee nayo basi, sawa basi, me, I'll live in peace. And then you come and disrespect me. I will look for the third and the fourth wife for my husband deliberately, because I know what my husband likes.
But Lily,
loves.
you'll be doing the same thing that she's doing.
Let me finish. Okay. You know, we are human first. I'm in love with my husband, then you come in between.
Yeah.
Definitely, nitakasirika. So after looking for the second and the third one, what I'll do next is just mix you up, kama githeri, like this, confuse the enemy, and then...
But what will that do to you?
Niende.
What will that do to you, Lily? You know, I agree, and it's okay to be angry, because you know what? It breaks your heart, and especially for women, this is what happens. When someone cheats on you, leave alone someone bringing in a second wife, you tend to look down on yourself, and you question so much. You're thinking, all these years that we put in the work, when you didn't have the money, what like what changed? You know, you think now, okay, fine, I have more kids, so my body is no longer the same way it was. But these men also don't see that even them, their body changes. But you know what? You'll ask yourself and you'll feel like, oh, my waist is no longer as small as it was. Probably things are hanging the way the other one was body shaming the other one, telling them, you know what, these are hanging. And you know what? Let them hang. If they were not supposed to hang, they will have head bones. Then they will have stayed straight all along. So I really don't agree on this body shaming thing. But what was I saying? When someone comes into, I understand that part of anger, and you'll react and you'll do all those things, and you'll revenge and you'll want to do all those things. You'll plan out and do, probably take poor bird. It was just killed and taken to someone's doorstep. It's wrong in all levels, you know? But you see, at the end of the day, you as the first wife, what damage does it do to you? Are you comfortable? And people should sit down and have these conversations as a couple. I know it sounds crazy and it sounds that it can't be done, but you know what? As couples, should sit and have these conversations. Are you bringing in the second wife? Okay, fine. Who are you bringing and all that? Can we do a background checkup and everything? So that anger thing will just damage you more. Yeah, to be honest.
Me, I have to be petty kidogo lakini wajesha tu niseme. So I'm Team Amira over here. I understand the situation she was going through, but we want to know from you, 0770-729-366, what do you think about keeping up with the wives of Syokimau?
And moving on to Huda. Huda says African passports. Arajoko. Like you even need a passport, a visa to go to hell. Like according to her, afadhali ata akufe, akuje, akue a country ingine apart from Kenya. So she said in her own words, like, don't get me wrong, I love my country. I believe they can negotiate with other countries so that people go or travel to various countries for free, and so that people get visas on arrival. Why do you treat other people special and they don't treat you the same way? So I don't know, guys have been speculating about her being, I don't know, in the house arrest because in Dubai. So I can kind of link this story to that story that's happening in Dubai. She was involved in some iko too vague, your story. But anyway, I don't care about the passports in Kenya. I'm not planning on going to any other country. I'll just visit. But to tell you the truth, I was born in Kenya. I will die in Kenya. I love my country because you know what? Kila market iko na mwenda wazimu. If you go to Tanzania, you have Tanzanians who are complaining. Same to South Africa and the rest of the country. So for me, if I have a passport, if I have a visa, it's fine. If I can't go to this other country, kwani I will Google na nitaenda YouTube.
I just really find it funny when like people start talking so badly about their own countries. You know what I mean? Especially when they now become international and then now start looking down on the local people and everything. Let me tell you what the Kenyan passport can take you, okay? You can go to the Bahamas, you can go to Fiji, you can go to Mauritius, you can go to Jamaica, you can go to Seychelles, you can go to Maldives, you can go to Barbados, you can go to Malaysia, you can go to Hong Kong, just to name a few. Those are some countries you can go to without having to apply for a visa. Like you can just go and maybe get a visa once you get to the country, or you don't even have to apply for a visa at all. From the Kenyan passport, then we need to stop looking at certain other countries and thinking that those are the only countries that we can travel to. And as you're there busy complaining, maybe you should look at your pocket. Can it actually take you to those places that you're there complaining about? You want to go to America, they've denied you the visa for America. Can you afford the lifestyle of America? Maybe you should just keep your coins in your own country, then decide how you can, you know, jipanga yourself in order to be successful over here, and then now we can start traveling all over the world. But in general, Kenya is not that bad, imagine. There's plenty of places you can go. The Kenyan visa seem mbaya sana.
Guys, first of all, if you're denied a visa, there's a reason. And there are so many background checks that they do for you. You go through those interviews and they decide if they want to grant you or not. But then again, you need to understand one thing. You're taking a visa to go do what? Who is sending you there? Those are things that you need to look at. I don't know who that was sent by which company, or she's a brand, or she was going to work with which brand. I don't know what she does. I cannot point out the kind of jobs she does. So I understand if the Kenyan government don't want to protect her or don't want to be on her side. So sorry.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let us know what you think about Huda. And do you think that the Kenyan passport is that weak? Do you need a visa to even go to hell? Let us know your thoughts. But right now, let's get right into Ask the Girls. Now, remember, you can always slide in the DMs at Ebru Let's Talk _official if you have any question that you need our advice on, or you can still send us a message on 000 077-0729366. Now, we have a man over here who said, let's say on my first date, I get a girl who afterwards tells me akona boy, na nimemkufia sana. What can I do? Seeking a way to change her mind. Boy, child, boy, child, boy, child. Why? Someone has told you, I have a boyfriend. I am already taken. And you bring yourself into that situation and you say, you know what? I'm going to be the one to change her mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one to take her away from her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then once you get her, you'll be the same one being suspicious of her, thinking that she's cheating on you because she broke up with her boyfriend to be with you. Now that's the same girl who's gonna go there cheating on you and breaking up with you to be with the next person. I'm telling you, this is a relationship that's already doomed from the beginning, because even if you're able to succeed, to now get her to leave that boyfriend to be with you, will you be able to trust her in the relationship that you have together? There's a million women in this world, billions of women in this world, that you can find somebody that doesn't have a girlfriend. Just tafuta tu mtu mwingine. That's what I think.
Well, I would say, when I was single and still dating, nikikumit hivi, and you're my type, by the way, I'm single.
Even if you have a boyfriend.
Even if I have a boyfriend, you're my type, oh, you're cool, you're nini, down to earth, you're smart, nini, I am single, or it's complicated. But then now I am married. I tell you upfront that I am married with children. Now you see, if you meet me and I tell you, by the way, I'm married with 3 children, just know, by the way, friend zone, uko neighbor zone, na uko mbali zone. But if you are not my type, and I was single and still dating, ningekwambia, by the way, I have 3 husbands. I'm divorced 3 times, and I have 7 children, and I am what's the word? You are na asira, bipolar. I'll tell you, I'm bipolar, and all those things, just to make you stay away from me. So when a woman tells you that she's in a relationship without you asking, just know that she's not interested in you. So just jipe shughuli, you're not her type and everything else. But if you want our advice on how to get such a woman, then you have to pretend. Be her friend, bring her close, anza kujua anapenda nini, so that you can start behaving like that man that she wants, and then you're gonna get her, but it won't last because you can't pretend for too long.
Okay, guys, first of all, Madam Sir. Madam Sir, you're not Jesus to change anyone's mind. Let's begin with that. And then again, when a woman, this notion of...
Yes, so I want to ask you the question. Is it wrong to take a woman from a man if that man is not taking good care of her? Is it wrong? You're just saving a soul. Like this woman, anateseka sana. So can you just take her away from her man? But as I've said before, if you are her type, hata kwambia she's taken. Or Ayuma, what do you think?
You know what? I just think you need to find somebody that likes you and has a good relationship with you. There's no reason for you to be there going after somebody that isn't interested in you, or you have to fight it, to get into a relationship with them and everything. We're going to find out what Nash has to say in a bit, but I can see your messages over here on our WhatsApp number, 0770-729-366. I can see someone saying, welcome back, Ayuma. Wish Kathomi a quick recovery. Hey, ladies, you're looking good. I'm Imelda from Kariobangi, but Jamal is the one who should be blamed. I agree with you, girl. Nash?
Sorry about that. So as I was saying, this guy needs to understand, Madam Guy, I still call you that, Madam Sir. You need to understand that this notion of, you know what, when a woman says no, imagine it's not a no, it's a no, but with a bend, it might be a yes. No, first of all, this woman has made it clear that she has a boyfriend, right? And you're not Jesus to go changing people's minds. So if she's told you that, just accept that this guy is taken. But you know what? If you really feel it in your spirit, today Lily started by preaching, and you feel it in your spirit that this is your soulmate, I'd tell you this, give it time. don't make it look like ati sasa me next week namchukua na next month ninamuoa huyu ni wangu. You know, don't give it timeline. Give it time and have this conversation with her, because I believe this is a person that you went for a date with, first of all, your friends to begin with, right? So you can have this conversation and tell them, you know what, I'm still interested in you. I know you have a boyfriend, but if I get a chance, ama mkiachana tu, then I am here.
The way Kenyans like saying,
Yes.
"Mtaachana tu." So
Yes.
watachana tu, you never know. But you know what? We want to take a short break. Keep sending in your messages on the number below. We're going to read them when we come back. And when we come back, we're going to talk about social media diet. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Let's Talk. We love you for watching. And you know what? Keep sending in your messages and we're going to sample some of the messages. Hi, girls. This is Katz from Limuru. Jamal was threatening to beat Amira. Seems he's abusive. That story is so unpleasant. What's funny is this is the same script Amber went through with Zahir. Sad and shameful. Amber twerking like she won. Girl, when it comes to a man, never show another woman disrespect. Story can change quickly, and it is true, by the way. Tables can turn. And Eman James from Mombasa, this is now becoming too much. I think it's stage managed for popularity, because honestly, anything is possible here in Kenya. This new upcoming soap opera should be named Wives of Syokimau or 2-in-1 for Love. He continues to say, following Ebru Let's Talk show from Mombasa, have a great weekend. Guys, Eman James is it's only Wednesday. We are still here tomorrow and Friday. Alafu ndo tuambie happy weekend. Ayuma, what else?
I can see Balozi wa Cape Town enjoying the show as usual. Thank you so much. Ati leo Ayuma unisalimia at least. She never says hi. Actually, Balozi. So you know me and you are like tight like this, and you're there saying I never say hi. But hello, hello. I have someone over here saying, Lily Asigo, you are my favorite being. Nice. And ati achana na mambo ya rent. Ungejua tunalipa rent inakuliwa. Heri tu kukua single kuliko kudate. Okay, this is Barca from Elder. I don't know who has made you upset. I don't know who has hurt you, but let us know. As the girls, we always are here for you and advice. What does this lady over here, John from Thika, have to say?
Hi, girls. Loving the show. John from Thika told my girl to choose me and her bestie, but she chose him. He chose him. I dumped her, but after a week, I missed her big, apologized, and she asked for a week to make a decision, and after that, she still was like, I can't, but after convincing her, she agreed. We gave it another shot. But after days, she was like, she's not sure. She's in for it. I gave up, but I miss her for real. Oh my God, there's so much confusion.
Yeah, why are you so unsure?
People are just playing games out here, man. It's insane. Wow, you queens look great. Na hiyo story ya Jamal na bibi zake ina portray hiyo song ya Zuchu, Nyumba Ndogo.
Yeah, you know, it's not easy having 2 wives, 2 to 3 wives. So those people, if it's working for you, please let us know. Let's help people. Inbox the people, inbox them, let them know. But now we want to get into social media diet. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday.
LifeServe Pharmacy is a healthcare provider for genuine medicine. Our main branch is located at Rubis Toll Station, Sabaki, Athi River on Mombasa Road. Our top value is convenient healthcare and dispensing quality prescriptions at the best value proposition. Our main attention spans around providing quality medicine and excellent services to our customers. We're giving 10% discounts on all supplements, hypertension, and diabetic drugs. We also believe you shouldn't pay too much to stay healthy, and that's why we'll match any advertised price on prescriptions and medicines. LifeServe Pharmacy is a healthcare provider with a human touch.
It is proven that the more time you spend on social media can actually lead to cyberbullying, social anxiety, depression, exposure to content that is not age appropriate. It is also addictive, and platforms have a tendency of spreading disinformation and therefore forcing users to consume that instead of real news on TV. So right now we want to tell you that social media is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. So you need to like know when to take a social media diet. And a social media diet basically means just taking time off, some time off social media. If you're there like 24 hours on your phone, maybe on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, you like need to limit the number of times you actually even pick your phone. If you're a parent and you have children, you're just like this. There was one time my son was calling me, mom, mom, mom. I could not even hear him. I was just like, sema, sema, sema. And then I'm looking at my phone. Then he went like, mom, but you're on your phone.
Yeah.
I felt so guilty because matu simu and I had to put it aside. So what is social media dieting? I've just told you. Have you ever had it? How did you manage it?
Yeah, I had to take a social media diet, and this happened when, around the end of 2020.
Yeah, so I want to refer the question to you, Nash.
Have I ever taken a social media diet?
Yeah.
Yes, that thing can be so addictive. It can be so addictive to an extent. And then you're saying with your child, I also have a son, and I know when I get home, especially he's at that age of energy levels, it's off the roof. I had to learn that when I get home, I actually just leave my phones in the handbag until the time that he goes to sleep. And also, whenever I start feeling drained, like now the stories of this Syokimau, because it's popping everywhere, this house or wherever Syokimau, you know, you can't be feeding yourself with such content every hour of your day. You know, it's definitely going to drain you, and then there's so much advice, negative advice, the way you're saying that at times you're on social media, but then it doesn't give you the actual information. Social media, chances, it's good. I'm not disagreeing with that. But then sometimes it's just rumors being spread. Like when COVID came in, you know, there were so many rumors. Even now with the vaccines, there are rumors of how the effect that the vaccine has on you and everything. So yes, I have taken social media diet, and I do it quite often. Like on Sundays, I'm rarely online.
For me, I don't do it often.
Yeah.
The only time I do a social media diet is when I'm fasting. That's when I choose to fast from social media. But otherwise, I'm always on phone. I'm sorry, I have an online business. People can even text you at 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. and you have to reply. So I feel like I'm always working. So if I take a social media break, is maybe when I'm with my partner, we've gone somewhere and then we need to have a good time. That is when I just switch off my phone for like maybe an hour. But that is the most I can do. How about you, Ayuma?
Talking of partners, have you seen people on dates but someone is just scrolling, they're just on social media? Now that becomes a problem. It's a huge problem, and it's an addiction. Kwanza mimi TikTok, you know, when TikTok came in, I joined. Then I realized, you know what, no, I can't do this. I really had to be conscious about it, and I had to stop. I totally had to stop.
Yeah, it is disrespectful, especially when you need someone's attention and they put all their attention on their phones. It is just hella disrespectful.
Yeah.
So we need, like, it's very important to take time to go on a social media diet, especially when you, feel bad about your body. Like, you're there on social media, especially on Instagram, just going through people's profiles over there. Maybe you're a new mom, and then you come across a celebrity who just gave birth, and 3 weeks later, she is snatched. And you are there, your son is kimbiaing left, right, and center.
Started school.
They've started school, but you still look pregnant, you know? And then you start feeling bad about yourself. You go on looking at models and the way they do things. Guys, do you know we normally edit our pictures? Someone somewhere said, you edit your pictures. When we meet, I will explain. So kindly, when you go through people's profiles, just know at the back of your mind that these pictures are edited. We see people posting pictures and then the face is all smooth. Unaona tu by the way ni filter na anasema makeup free day.
I woke up like this.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of lies over there on social media that can make you feel so bad about yourself. And not only when it comes to like how you look and how you know, your body, your face, whether you have acne or not, but also lifestyle.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, nobody ever posts their bad days. If you're there busy over there, you've just been kicked out of your house because you haven't paid rent, you're now homeless, you're now having to move back to your parents' house, you're not posting it all over social media and saying, wow, you guys, look at how bad things are. Wow, I'm now living on the streets. No, people only show the best version versions of themselves on social media. So it's very easy to only look at other people's lives and say, wow, this person just got a new car. Oh my God, she's going on vacation again. Now her house is so beautiful. Her this and this is that. And their lives seem perfect while you look at your own life and you're wondering, why isn't my life as good as theirs is? But honestly, people only show the best that they can show. The perfect parts of their lives is what they're going to show on social media. And I think it's, I don't find it that toxic. It's just like now to look at your own life and see what are those perfect parts in your life that you want to post. Because I also don't believe in showing all the sad, depressing moments in your life as well. That's between you and God and your family. You know what I mean? But like if you can look at yourself and you be like, okay, maybe my house is not the best house in the world, but let me tell you, when I cook, this pilau is amazing. Let me post that pilau over there. You know what I mean? But I have, you know, healthy children. If you don't mind posting your children on social media, post those children. You have your cats, your dogs. Like, find those moments in life that you find that are amazing and beautiful, and that's what I think you can post, you know, to make yourself feel better.
But I think for me, my concern comes in when you start getting stressed or anxious about bad news when they're happening. You know, sometimes you can be on social media or even when you're watching news or programs and all you hear is bad news here, someone was mugged. It's a lot. And you know what, at times you become very fearful. You become fearful to an extent that now you won't even leave your house. I know people, because if you have anxiety, you might fear to just leave the house and go because they're like, there were so many accidents yesterday. What is going to happen to me today and all that? So when you start feeling that, I think it's just good to just cut off a bit.
Yeah, and you know that not everyone can handle such. Like when you trend, trust me, unasikianga tumbo imefanya hivi. So when you start trending for all the wrong reasons, or after reading something that heartbreaks you, just stay away from social media for some time. And also when you feel like you cannot, or when you discover, or when you're told that you cannot do anything else other than be on social media, just know that it is time to go on a social media diet. And you know, Yani, you're just on phone and you're supposed to pick your child from school. You end up getting late. You're on phone, you're supposed to leave the house to go about your business, but unachelewa kwa sababu you're on social media. Maybe you're cooking, and these days house helps, mmechanuka sana, mnalipa pesa mzuri, mnanunua this smartphone. All over, taking selfies, nini. They forget to cook. They forget to clean and wash clothes. Surely, if you're in that position, just know that it is time to take that break. And if you have a child or a neighbor who is in that state, kindly advise them to take a break. At least, urudi kwa dunia, okay? And start discovering yourself. Because social media, by the way, let me tell you something. Imetukatia sana. These days, I just want to see, how is Ayuma doing her eyebrows? I want to do her eyebrows like that. How is Nani doing to do what? How is Nani even driving? How is she overtaking? Like social media has taken over completely.
Yeah, and it's like a world of its own that you even forget to now like check up on people and everything. I remember like when I took my social media break, like because in general, I post every single day, at least a picture. I post a picture every single day. Most of the times, depending on what is going on, I post on my stories almost every day. And then when I took my break and I stopped, people were just like, Haya, are you okay? Are you alive? Are you well? Because there's no more calling somebody and saying, oh, hi, Nash, how are you? How are you? Are you doing okay with everything? Because there's no need for me to call. Say, I saw you that you woke up in the morning and you worked out at 6 a.m. And then you went to work and then you took a picture over here and I saw what you had for dinner. What's the reason for me to call you? And when you see that you're having more interactions on the phone than having face-to-face interactions, it's time to take a break. You know, like I've reached that point of like some friends, I don't even check up on them because I know what they've done every single day. I saw when she was at that restaurant. I saw when her husband bought her that brand new present. I saw when this and this has happened. I don't need to ask you. All I can do is send a heart emoji, you know, or the clapping congratulations emoji and everything. And like we're losing like interactions face to face and everything. So if you find yourself in that situation where you are doing more conversating on social media than face-to-face or even calling, then you might need to take a break.
Yes, and I feel like...
and just to add, when you reach a point where you're so concerned about the number of likes that you got, and comments, you need to take a break. Don't let it bother you. And it figures that point that now it's bothering you, you're not doing well.
Yeah, true that. And there are steps that which you can follow in order to be on that break. And one is just edit the list of the people you follow. If you're following people and they end up posting like pictures of their nakedness or maybe twerking and you're not that kind of a person, I feel like you just need to start unfollowing them or either blocking them or I don't know, or just take the break.
Yeah.
So that you don't need to see what they are posting. Do you know there are people that when you post that you've bought a car, wanna go into depression? They can't handle that. So if you can't handle what I post, kindly just block me.
Exactly. Yeah. And also the ones which are negative completely. You know what I mean? I am a Mushenya person and I can't mind my own business. And because of that, it's very easy for me to be following all the millions of gossip sites and the vlogs and everything. And like, you know, the journalists, we'll say in quotes, journalists. But sometimes you can find yourself being put too much in a negative space. You know, if I'm here busy arguing with my friends about Amira more than we're here talking about business deals, then it's something wrong. You know what I mean? It's so much you're invested so much into other people's lives, and only when negative things are happening in their lives, then maybe you need to take a break from some of those sites and everything. So that's a good way that, like, when you see things are too negative on your timeline, maybe it's time to get rid of those negative ones.
Right. And I think we also need to more of, if I say set time, then it's going to look like it's from 9 to 10 on social media. But you see, like Lily, the way she does business on social media, right? So for her, probably she has her time for posting or sharing in her stories her new products or the prices and everything. But I think it's important to just having a schedule in your life is very important. And one of the things that for me I have perfected is I have my time to be on social media. Like even my friends, my close friends know when they can tag me stuff on social media, because then I'll be online. So that's very important.
Yeah, and also an important thing is don't make social media part of your life per se. Like in the morning when you wake up, the first thing you think about is social media. When you go to sleep, the last thing you think about is social media. Kindly. Utafanya nini ingine, surely. Surely.
Lakini kuongea ukweli tu tunaangaliaga social media tukiamka.
That's the first thing I do. It's so bad, but it's the first thing I do.
But as your preacher today, I want to encourage you that when you wake up in the morning, at least pray first.
We will work on
And
that.
even ask God, should I be on social media today or should I not be on social media? When you go to sleep, pray and then ask God, should I check my Facebook or should I check my Instagram? God will tell you, kindly check Ebru TV KE and Ebru TV Kenya and Ebru TV.
Let's Talk.
Let's Talk. And that's called Let's Talk official, okay? So that you can continue watching the show. But now we want to play a game.
Now, the game we're going to be playing is called Teeth. And what the aim of the game is not to show your teeth, okay? We're all going to be saying a group of phrases, words, whatever it is, and you have to remember what the person before you said. You add something on your own. The next person goes, you say it, and you have to remember the exact order which was said, and no laughing, no smiling. I don't want to see anybody's teeth. I don't want to see anything. You just have to be very serious about it. And I think Lily should start, and then we go down the line this way.
I'm already laughing.
I wanted to laugh before we start as well.
Okay. Lily, Ayuma, Nash.
Lily, Ayuma, Nash, Lily.
Lily, Ayuma, Nash, Lily, Ayuma.
You failed. You smiled.
Okay, you see, I started laughing the
Oh, no.
And then you called yourself, so you have to start again.
Now the two of you.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I've laughed.
So we start all over again?
Yeah.
Nash, Lily, Ayuma.
Ayuma, Nash, Lily. I've lost it. I knew I'll do this. I knew I'll blow this up.
For me, the favorite moment was when Lily just started immediately.
It's harder than we thought.
Yeah, someone is saying ati akikuja na co-wife kama akikuwa na co-wife kama Amba ni stress tupu. Ay, lakini ni stress aje. The woman is beautiful, by the way, but yeah, it's
Beautiful face, ugly heart.
Yeah, and John from Siaya. Hey, people from Siaya, thank you so much for tuning in. And we love you for watching. But unfortunately, we have to say goodbye. It's been real. It's been great. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're joining us for the first time, if you just joined us, it's not too late. You can watch the show on YouTube at Ebru TV Kenya and follow us on our social media platform at Ebru TV Kenya, except Facebook at Ebru TV KE. I've been your host and your preacher today. It's been great. My name is Lily Asigo. Follow me on social media platforms, but take a break a bit. at Lily Asigo.
Yes, I can see Maggie from Pipeline over here asking Ayuma, what do I use to brighten my face? We do not use any brightening products over here, okay? We are happy with our skin color. We're not trying to brighten or anything, but the only thing maybe you're seeing is the shine from the highlights. So I think maybe that's what you're asking about. You need highlights too. But I hope you enjoyed this show as much as I did. Make sure you catch us tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli, on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
So you guys, take that little break. You will see the difference. You'll see how refreshed and how peaceful you'll come back. And don't believe anything on social media. And you know what? People out here, as Ayuma said earlier on, is we only post the good side. We don't post the bad side. Even with our children, we only post when they're smiling or when they're winning. We don't post when they're crying. It's your girl, Nashipai Enesamo. You can call me Nash. Follow me on all social media pages, Facebook and IG, Nashipai Enesamo. Thank you so much.
Bye.
LifeServe Pharmacy is a healthcare provider for genuine medicine. Our main branch is located at Rubis Toll Station, Sabaki, Athi River on Mombasa Road. Our top value is convenient healthcare and dispensing quality prescriptions at the best value proposition. Our main attention spans around providing quality medicine and excellent services to our customers. We're giving 10% discounts on all supplements, hypertension, and diabetic drugs. We also believe you shouldn't pay too much to stay healthy, and that's why we'll match any advertised price on prescriptions and medicines. LifeServe Pharmacy is a healthcare provider with a human touch.